My goal this week is to do a vlog. So we're doing a vlog. I haven't vlogged in so long. Bitch, I've just been living and making TikTok. I've had 3 Starbucks this week that have been disgusting. So bad. Is this Dunkin'? Like what? What have I been up to, y'all? Just like living my life. Literally living my life. If you follow me on IG though and TikTok, you know what I've been up to. Nothing crazy, but just like in my day-to-day life. Vlogging was not, I don't know, do you even care? Like whatever. Anyway, I'm doing a vlog now. So we're gonna see how it goes. Dude, you know what I hate? When people are like, what's new? Haven't gotten my hair done. I went to the dentist like 86 times in February. My reels have really been popping off. Podcast still going strong. Still haven't booked any trips. It's not like I'm taking a huge break. Like if you keep up with me and follow me, you know what's going on. But yeah, I kind of miss vlogging. So as of right now, I'm thinking maybe at least like a vlog a month, maybe a couple vlogs. It's just the weekly vlogs were getting to be a bit much on top of everything else. Instagram, TikTok, my podcast. Then it's like, okay, I'm doing that throughout all my days. So then, well, like, what am I vlogging? Like, hey guys, I'm about to film a TikTok, go watch it. Like, that's boring. But I know, as we get into more of the summer and everything, I will be doing more shit. So hopefully I'll vlog more. But also I want to vlog like on TikTok, on IG. So, but a lot of you were saying you missed the vlog. So we're doing a fucking vlog, bitch. Hey guys, so before we continue with today's video, I wanted to thank our sponsor, which is Dossier. Dossier is an online fragrance company that specializes in dupes of your favorite designer fragrances for a fraction of the price. All of their fragrances are based on cult designer favorites, so what's so cool is you can go on their website and type in any fragrance that you love, from Tom Ford to Gucci to Juicy Couture, any brand, and the dupe of it will show up. They have women's fragrances, men's fragrances, unisex fragrances. These are 2 of my favorites. This is Aromatic Star Anise, which is actually a cologne, and this is Woody Sandalwood, and you can see how much of the Woody Sandalwood I've used. I get so many compliments on this. I love it. And it just smells really good. Like, oh man. I love Dossier because they have a 30-day money-back guarantee policy, so you can try the perfume for up to 30 days. You could literally wear it every day, and if at the end of the 30 days you decide you don't like it, you don't like how it wears on you, whatever, you can return it for a full refund. So I just feel like that really shows that they believe in their brand and in their product, and it's honestly amazing. Like, their fragrances are very long-lasting. I always get compliments when I wear them, and it's just a really good deal. Like, it's not like you're only paying $29 for like something that doesn't work. Like, it actually really holds up and lasts. So if there's a fragrance you've been wanting to try, or maybe you have a favorite and you're just sick of paying like $200 for it, I would recommend trying the dupe from Dossier and seeing if you like it, because that could be your new go-to. Their fragrances start at $29, and it's just such a good deal, again, for the lasting wear of the fragrance and the perfume, like their packaging and just the money back guarantee policy. Like, I love them. Like, Dossier is pretty much all I wear. So I have a 10% off discount code for you guys that I will put in the description box, but definitely make sure that you check them out. And thank you again, Dossier, so much for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and get started with the rest of it. Good morning, y'all. Back like I never left. Just kidding. It's Monday. I'm about to get ready to record my podcast. I always record on a Monday, and then I post every Thursday. Available on all platforms. Today we got a Dunkin'. I got a decaf iced latte with oat milk, and I think it's just 1 pump of caramel swirl. It's a little thick for me. So what I'm actually gonna do, and I plan to do this before, probably would have done this regardless unless it just happened to be amazing. I'm gonna make a shot of espresso here, a regular shot, and add it because I love the vibe of a coffee, but y'all know I have really been reducing my caffeine intake. Let's just start the vlogs like they always are, talking about my caffeine addiction. I'm really not. Like, yesterday I had no coffee, no caffeine at all, unless you count the espresso beans and a tiramisu. So I'm about to do that. I just kind of like the vibe of a little bit of a caffeine while I work and while I record my podcast. It's just like cute. Also, today is one of those days. Also, it's daylight savings, so I'm already off. Like, I woke up, I'm still waking up, and it's only been a day, but I woke up like an hour later than I normally do, and it just kind of like throws me off. So I'm gonna gym later this afternoon or evening, and just like work this morning, because sometimes it's like, bro, do I need to start waking up at 4 a.m? Because my favorite morning routine is like wake up, do my yoga, meditation. That takes at minimum like 30 minutes. For it to be thorough, at least 30 minutes, sometimes an hour. Then I want to like journal, write down my dreams, which I still haven't done today. I want to do my Wordle. I want to like catch up on my messages, text my family. Then I want to make a breakfast. I want to enjoy my breakfast. And then I want to go to the gym. And then after the gym, I want to stretch and I want to go get a coffee and I want to read my book in the sun. The whole morning's gone by then. Because I like to be productive in the morning and like edit, or like I like to get ready right away and like record a podcast, or like, I don't know, just do emails. And then it's like, bro, and then sometimes after the gym, it's like I get tired. Like, do you guys ever get tired after lifting? Like after cardio, I'm so energized and just like ready to go. But after lifting, especially just a leg day, which is it's like the thickest day, I'm like fatigued. I need to take like a quick 20-minute lay down. How are you supposed to do? And that's like, I can make my own schedule. Like, it's just like, how you can't do it all. Because especially if you're someone who goes to work, or you need to clock in at a specific time, you go to school, or you have kids, like it's literally impossible to do everything. And I'm saying that as like a single bitch who can make her own schedule. So like, just don't feel bad about not doing like literally every thing, or like every morning routine. Like, if you're not doing this, your day will be It's like, you can just really do what you can. With that being said, like even just a 10-minute meditation can make such a big difference in the rest of your day. But anyway, so I also went to CVS because it's finally been getting warm consistently, especially with daylight savings. Like, it's like, we're finally in spring. And end of this week, probably when this goes up, it will be officially spring. I'm so relieved, y'all. Like, it's just, the day is getting longer. It's amazing. So I've been laying out on my roof. So I needed more sunscreen because I was like out of all my sunscreen. I do prefer mineral sunscreens, like zinc-based sunscreens. I always use that on my face. But a lot of the zinc spray sunscreens, like for your body, I feel just have such a white cast, and like I just don't want to deal with that. The Neutrogena one is my favorite because it's just so pretty and like just makes you look really glowy. I do prefer the one with like the handle, but it's so rare to find. I swear, because it was in that, was it like a Tati video or something, where like J-Lo's makeup artist was like, this is what I always use on her. It was like multiple years ago and it's still always sold out everywhere. But whatever, it's I think the same formula. And then I saw this one. I was like very intrigued by the sunscreen and tanners section at CVS. I don't know, they just had a lot of like new products. They had the like Tanologist drops, which I've never used that, but I know it was like very trendy on TikTok. Like people putting their like tanning water in a continuous spray bottle that they would buy separately. And like, anyway, they had that at CVS. I was like, wow. But I also saw this Australian Gold. It's like a bronzer sunscreen. And I was like, I just kind of want to try this. So we're going to try this as well. Let me know if you've tried this, if it's good. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, also, can I just tell you, admitting, I had like the urge this weekend to use tanning oil. Like is it the Hawaii? It's not, is it the Hawaiian Tropic? What's that brand? I don't even remember the brand. It's not this is Australian. But you know, like, bro, I used to always use that in high school, especially like sophomore year specifically. And it's just like, I grew up in Washington State. It's a lot more north. The sun is a lot less strong. So I'm like, I would be scared to use that here. Like, I burn here. If I'm on the beach, I burn here. I need to constantly be reapplying. So I'm not like laying out for hours, but I do like to lay out for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then I put my blanket on if I still want to, or like a hat. Like, bitch, don't lay in the sun. Like, y'all, I mean, I'm pretty pale right now. I still have some like self-tanner on me, but it ages you. Skin cancer. I already have enough little freckles and moles everywhere. Like but I used to always use that tanning oil. Like me and Sonia, I just remember, I have this specific memory of like me and Sonia being in her backyard, like tanning, and we would just use so much of that. And just like the smell really brings me back. And I would get so dark. Like, I can tan for sure. I think it's just here because the sun is stronger. I definitely burn first if I'm like just out unprotected. But that would get me so tan. And I just like had the urge to use it. Like, I was like, ooh. But then luckily I didn't have any. So I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, bitch, what are you thinking? Like, stop. So maybe this will just give me the vibe of that. I don't know. I don't really care about like being tan naturally because again, I'd rather just like have my skin be protected and like use self-tanner. But isn't that weird that I had that urge? Like, I was like, do I have some? Like, I should use that. And then I was like, bitch, what are you thinking? Also, this is like bad to admit. But sometimes like I just really want to get into my like European chic aesthetic bag, and I just have the urge to like smoke a chic cigarette like when you're sitting outside of a cafe, like having like a glass of wine or like a coffee, like specifically a coffee in like one of the little cups. Like sometimes that aesthetically just sounds like so pleasing to me, and I'm like, bitch, stop. Like, no. Don't have in cigarettes, I guess. I'm just trying to be in my Jersey Shore bag, but not really. I'm trying to, it's like the European chic, like she's just so chic sitting here having a little morning coffee and cigarette, but like I've never done that. I don't know why that, it's like the Tumblr days really got to me, okay? No judgment if you smoke, but like smoking is bad for you and bad for your skincare, okay? And your lungs, but your skin. Anyway, I'm gonna get ready to record my podcast, so y'all better listen. Links down below. And I'm gonna add a shot of espresso to this. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday. I wanted to go to a coffee shop and work and be cute, but it was just gonna be a whole thing. So we are here just in my apartment, and I just went to Starbucks and got a 2/3 decaf Americano with oat milk and 2 pumps of classic syrup. Usually I would get a straw because I don't like to stain my teeth, but whatever. It's just like, bro, there's so many things to do that sometimes it's just like you have to say fuck it. And I say that meaning like I could go upstairs, I can go get a straw, but I just like, that would be wasting time. So my plan is to work for the next few hours, and then hopefully, no, if I do that, I will have time to then go on my roof and read my book and get some sun. Like, again, not that I'm trying to tan, but just like getting sun, it just makes me feel so much better about my life. So I'm just gonna edit my podcast right now and some podcast clips for our Instagram, and plan some content, and yeah. So later in the day, and I just made a TikTok about this, but you know, I'm all for daylight savings and it getting lighter later. But when I don't have anything planned and I'm just at home chilling, it's kind of like, ew, I don't need these extra hours to feel like I need to be productive, you know? Hey guys, another day. I washed my hair. Didn't do it. Trying to do my taxes, and it's just like not a fun time. And it just makes me realize how shit never ends. Like, I saw this tweet that was like, being an adult is every week thinking, oh, I'll have more time next week. And it's not like I'm the busiest person ever or anything, like, but it's just like there's always. So I'm taking a little break from that. Like, then I found this really cute little form to like keep track of your expenses. So I was gonna print it, and then my printer is like out of ink. Like, but it's not, but it says it's not, but it's not printing any color. So it's like, if it's not one thing, it's another. I'm just annoyed. And I just didn't sleep that good last night, even though I slept for 9 hours. I didn't get the Wordle today. Like, I'm not having like a bad day, but I'm just having a frustrating day. Like, I feel angry. But at the same time, I feel very motivated and like I have a lot of energy. So it's interesting because I feel like usually when I have an off day, it's because like I'm tired, like I'm sad, like I'm about to start my period, like something like that. But this is kind of a different vibe for me. Anyway, I'm just very excited to post my podcast tomorrow because it's going to be a good episode. Yeah, my coffee today is also bussin'. If you get an iced Americano from Starbucks, ask for extra ice because otherwise it's going to be not a good time. 2/3 decaf. I just want to like read about astrology. I don't want to do taxes. So I'm just doing my hair. I honestly hate wearing my watch. Like, I think it's so ugly, but I like to count my heart rate during the day when I'm just like at home. Anyway, I swear I feel like the Aries season vibes creeping up on me because I just, yeah, like, it's just how I feel. So I'm just getting ready to record some content. How exciting. I've been on a roll recently, so if you don't follow me on TikTok or IG, this is your sign to go do that. Okay, let me tell y'all like a quick story time since I'm just in a passionate mood, I guess. Okay, well, first of all, I hate how so many men just don't understand the concept of personal space. And I mean, it's like in the best light, or like, what's the saying? You know, it's just like they're stupid and we're never taught personal space and like to have awareness of their own, like how much space they take up somewhere. But in the worst way, it's like them trying to assert dominance over you, either consciously or subconsciously. So anyway, I was at the gym yesterday, and this guy, I see him at the gym a lot. Usually he's like not an issue, whatever. But I was doing abs in the corner, and there's this corner that's kind of like in between two machines, kind of like it's a corner. There's a machine here, there's a machine here. I was like in the corner. I'm not in the way, I'm out of the way, I'm not in the middle of like the most used equipment. Like that's why I go there, because it's like a good corner to just set up your mat. You know, if the gym's busy, usually there's like that corner where no one is, so you can just set up your mat, do your little ab workout, whatever. Also, my hair's like, ugh. He comes over, mind you, I'm the only other person in the gym. It's him and me. There's a lot of space. He comes over and he wants to use the machine next to me. He's like, are you using this? I'm like, no. I'm kind of annoyed, but I'm like, okay, maybe it's part of his workout plan. I'm not, like, whatever. But then he decides to set up not only there, but also at the one in the other side. So he's like boxing me into this corner. Like he sets up a mat. Like, and I'm like doing abs, you know, so I'm like feeling vulnerable because I'm on the floor. And I just got so uncomfortable because it's like, first of all, you're just being rude. Like, if it were me and someone was like in a corner, I would just, you know, I feel like it's just a polite thing, especially if it's not a crowded gym, you're the only other person in the gym. I would be like, okay, like if I have to do this, it's part of my workout plan, I have to do it and there's nothing else I can do right now, I would just choose one of the things and just do it and then do the other thing. Not doing them both simultaneously and setting them both up to box someone in when you don't have to, because it's not like it's a busy gym and there's no other option. Like, are you just stupid? So that was like really annoying. Luckily I was almost done, so I just got the out of there. So then I'm like, I'm gonna go get a little coffee. Great. I'm crossing the street. I feel this man walking way too close to me. And I can tell it's not creepy. It's like he seems kind of impatient. Mind you, I'm a fast walker. Anyone can tell you, I'm a fast walker. I like my friends that also walk fast, so I don't have to slow down. Y'all know I don't drive. I walk a lot. So I can feel he's impatient, so I kind of slow down. You can pass me if you're in that much of a hurry where you have, like, my fast pace is bothering you. He doesn't pass me. I have to go up this escalator. I walk up, y'all know I'm scared of escalators. I walk up the escalator very quickly. I can still just feel him behind me way too close to me. And I'm just like, ew. And then I like kind of angle because I have to go into Starbucks. And he like pushes past me. He's like, excuse me. I'm just like, what is wrong with people today? Like, I'm not oblivious. Like, I'm very much always in the moment, not in my head. I'm not daydreaming, you know, oh, I'm walking so slow and everyone around me is annoyed. Like, that's just not my personality. Like, and I'm very aware. I have very good situational awareness. I can read the room. I can read the sidewalk. I can read the public space. I just burned myself. I gave you multiple opportunities to pass me if you're in that much of a hurry, and you didn't. And then you're gonna push past me? And mind you, this was like a businessman, which honestly makes all the more sense because fucking entitlement, dumb bitch. Anyway, I literally had to stop and laugh because I'm just like, I saw this situation from the jump. Like, especially as a woman, you're so aware of like your surroundings, and fucking creepy men breathing down your neck. Again, it wasn't like, I mean, I feel like I can tell when someone's like being creepy. It wasn't even in a creepy way. It was just like a rude way. Like, he's probably thinking this dumb bitch won't get out of the way. It's like, I gave you, you could have passed me, bro. Maybe you just can't walk that fast, but I gave you the opportunity to pass me multiple times. Like, you could have taken the stairs if it was that much of a fucking hassle, but no, you had to be rude instead. So I was just very flabbergasted at these events of yesterday, because I just feel like I wasn't in it wrong, and I was the victim. So anyway, that's my story, but let me know if you have your own personal story of being harassed by a random disgusting man. It's just like, if y'all were just trained from a young age to like care and think of those around you, like, I don't think this would be as big of an issue. Luckily did not deal with that today, and this charming young man opened the door for me, so I literally sound like an old person. Like, I wasn't even like that mad. It was mostly just like I was shocked. Also, a new tip I have is to curl the front pieces of hair under, like I was doing, like how I just burned myself. And it just creates such a better look. Like, I don't know. Amazing. Throw away your fucking hot tool. So if I had hot rollers in, you know, this is the way I would do it. So it looks stupid right now, but it's gonna be good when I brush it out. Don't trip. Oh my god, I have another story time for you guys, actually, since we're just like on the topic. This one's not like a bad one, it's actually funny. So this is why, okay, low-key, this is why I miss vlogging, because I miss telling out little story times. I guess I could always like go on TikTok and stuff, but so I was going to brunch with my friends, and it was a place that didn't take reservations. So you just have to hope and pray for the best. So we were like, okay, we'll get there like early-ish, and like we'll just wait for a table. Like, we'll be prepared to wait, you know? So I'm the first one to get there, and I go to like say, oh, we need a table for this many people, and it's like two like young, I mean, they're probably like my age, low-key, maybe even younger. Like, they just seemed really young. Like, two guys at the counter, and they're like, okay, there's gonna be like a 2.5 hour wait. And I was like, ooh. Because this place is like pretty poppin' on weekends, and yeah, they don't take reservations. So I'm like, okay, like, you can put my name down and I'll just decide. We'll decide as a unit, you know, when we're all here. So they get here. I'm just like sitting by myself waiting, because they have like this waiting area. My friends get there, and I'm like, yeah, it's like a 2.5 hour wait. And they're like, ugh. And I'm like, I know. So we just decide to like, we're like, okay, we'll wait for like 30 minutes and like see how we feel. And in the meantime, we'll be like Yelping other places, like, you know, whatever. So I swear we're all sitting down for less than 5 minutes, and I get a text like, oh, your table's ready. And I was like, bitch, what? They told me 2.5 hours, and it's literally been like probably 10 minutes total from the time I put my name down to where everyone got here and we all sat down. Like, so we go to the front, and the little boy is like taking us to our table, the host. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I didn't expect it to be that fast. And he's like, yeah, like, the table just like left, whatever. And I was like, oh, wow. So we sit down. Everyone's like, oh, I think he liked you, and like that's why we got our table moved up, because he wanted to make sure you weren't here on a date. Like, he saw us walk in, he was like, bet. And I was like, haha, yeah, right, like, LOL. So I just forget about it. Like, that's funny. I'm just glad to like be there, and like, I'll get my hairspray, but I'm just happy to sit down and not wait for that long. Anyway, I have the hairspray and this shine mist. Super chic. Suffocates myself in this closed room with hairspray. So we're eating our meal, whatever, and then we're like almost done-ish, and he comes back, and I think he's just gonna walk past us, whatever, but he stops and he's like, oh, like, I think you're really cute, like, here's my number, and hands me a piece of paper with his number on it. I was like, that is so cute. Like, that, I was like, oh my god, y'all were right, like, fuck. And they're like, see, like, we told you. You can see where I got burned. Maybe not, I can see it. He wasn't really my type, but I really appreciated, you know, I thought it was really cute and like courageous of him. Do you ever like forget that you're like hot, or like, I don't know, like I was just thinking like, okay, it's not like I'm walking in here expecting any sort of pretty privilege or like, oh, like whatever. And I don't say that in like a vain kind of way, but it's just like, it's a different type of vibe if you're like getting really like glam and like putting on an outfit where you're like, oh, I know I'm hot in this, and like, oh, and that just wasn't the vibe. Like I just felt so regular that day. Like I was wearing jeans that were kind of like, they weren't baggy, but they were, I don't know, like I definitely have more flattering pairs of jeans, and like I just felt so, like I was wearing like a big jacket. Like I just felt so regular. Like I did not feel like a cute girl. Like I just felt like a person, you know? Like, oh, I guess you can never really, so just like I guess observing, like you're never really seen as just a person to men. Not that I'm complaining, because we did get to sit down within 5 minutes. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny. Shout out to that boy. Like, sorry he wasn't really my type, but really appreciate it. Hope, you know, he does that to someone that, because he was cute, he just like wasn't really my vibe. But hopefully he does that to someone whose type he is, because that was just really cute, and like regardless of even being able to sit down, you know, it was just like really cute of him to like has anyone, I don't think anyone's ever done that to me. Like, oh, like, you know, just like in passing, or when you're just out in public, like, oh, here's my number on a note. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you, like, bye. Like, that's so cute. But anyway, shout out to him. I kind of see, that's how you get this little like that. Ooh, I really need to get my hair done, guys, and I'm just so torn on what to do. So I don't know, leave your suggests down below, but I'm making brown rice right now, and I'm just annoyed because it takes so long. But I'm out of white rice for the first time in so long, and I've avoided making this brown rice for months and months, because it just takes so much longer to cook, and it's like, I just like white rice more. But finding out, so we're just like making some of that. But yeah, so I'm just gonna record some TikToks in the meantime. I'm about to go put on my lip color and gloss. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little story time. But my hair looks so cute now, like, yay. Now you can see where I burned myself. But it's Thursday. Y'all, it's just been kind of a long week, I guess. But I feel like I've just been really trying to like be productive and on my grind this month. And this week, I just think that's better. There's just really give and take with everything. So some weeks it's like, let me make memes. And then other weeks it's like, let me be productive and on my grind, but I'm like low-key bored sometimes. But that's just life. I got another coffee today. I don't get one every day. It's just like recently. And the key, if you get an iced Americano, sometimes they get it, but sometimes they don't. Because, you know, they're putting hot espresso in ice. So always ask for extra ice. Or if you order it on the app, make sure to select extra ice. It's literally made them so much better. So today I posted my podcast, which I'm really excited about. And I'm already planning next week's podcast. Also, I know I've talked about this before, but making a content calendar, like literally at the beginning of the year, I just printed out. I could just get a separate planner, but I don't know, something about having these like papers and I can just write all over them is kind of like liberating. It's just so helpful in staying organized. So if like with your content and when you're posting, especially if you're going over or if you're posting on multiple platforms, but even if not, you know, it's just helpful to like have a schedule. So that's what I've been doing. It's really been helping, but I think I've told you guys that before. But yeah, it's just been so fun. I also woke up today and I didn't feel annoyed. Like that was literally my first thought when I woke up was like, okay, I'm not like pissed off today. I don't know, sometimes you just wake up and it's like that. I know you guys always want to hear about the books I'm reading. I swear every book I want to read is like the most trendy book in America, because all the books I want to read at the library have like such a long wait on them, which I guess is good, but it's like, I don't really have a book right now except for the first 4 years of Laura Ingalls, and it's just not really like, I don't know, it's not it's just very off. I think it's not finished. They the publishing agency decided to publish it after she passed, and just decided to publish it like as is. And it's just, it kind of has a different tone. Like, I just remember being really bored by it as a kid, and now I can like see why. And I just kind of read that before bed, but it's kind of like, it's like I want to go on the roof and tan, whatever, and read a book, whatever. I'm also having a mental debate right now of whether or not I want to go out tonight, because on one hand, I've literally been in the house all week, which has been good. It's like, bro, you either save money and wake up productive and hydrated and then you're bored as shit, or you're like anticing. But even just one day of my sleep schedule being off like throws me off. Let me know if you can relate. And it's always been like that. Like, I know some people, like, they're like, oh yeah, when I was like in my early 20s, I could like stay up all night and then go to work, you know, at 9 a.m. on 2 hours of sleep and be fine. But now I can't even have a glass of wine. It's like, I just feel like always I need my sleep. So I'm trying to decide, but I don't know. Either way, it'll be fine. Like, I'm not really pressed about it. I am really excited for this weekend because I'm seeing some friends and we're gonna go to brunch, and it's the first weekend of spring and Aries season, and I just feel like, without putting too much expectation on it, I just feel like it's gonna be a poppin' weekend just because of the vibes. Like, I don't really expect anything. I'm just excited to like see my friends, and hopefully it's like still warm out and like have that springtime vibe. Like, so yeah, I'm just being a little business queen right now. Drinking my coffee. The gym sucked today also. Like, it just felt so hard. Sometimes leg days, it just like feels like I can't breathe. Like, you know when you're doing like a squat and it's like, it's not even like your legs feel weak, it's just like your whole body feels weak. It was like very bad. It's just like so over it. That's the vibe. I'm gonna start to edit and be a little business queen. So, week's almost over.